You ever been in that situation where you're with a woman and something just feels different? Like there's a hidden language she's speaking, but you can't quite put your finger on it. That tension in the air, that subtle spark that tells you she's into you, but she's not saying it outright. That's exactly what we're going to break down today. Because knowing if she likes you isn't about waiting for her to say it. It's about reading what she's showing you in ways most men miss. And by the time you finish this, you'll have eyes like a hawk to spot those unmistakable signs. Let's start with the first signal, her eyes. Eyes don't lie. When a woman likes you, her eyes will lock onto yours longer than usual. You'll catch her glancing at you out of the corner of her eye, or maybe she holds your gaze just a second too long before quickly looking away. This isn't accidental. It's her subconscious telling you she's interested, but she's trying to keep it cool. Neil Strauss talks about this in his books, how the eyes are the first bridge to connection. So, next time you catch her looking, don't just dismiss it. That glance is her way of saying, "I'm paying attention." Then comes the smile. But not just any smile, the kind that reaches her eyes. The genuine, unforced smile. If she smiles at you when you say something, or even just when you walk into the room, that's a huge green light. It's her way of showing comfort and attraction without needing words. You know that feeling when you get a smile that feels like it's meant just for you? That's what you're after. Strauss explains how women use smiles to lower the barrier of interaction. It's a subtle invitation to step closer, emotionally and physically. Third, watch her body language. This one is massive but often overlooked. If she's mirroring your movements, leaning in when you talk, or subtly touching her neck or hair while looking at you, these are all subconscious signs she's trying to get closer. It's like she's opening a door for you without saying a word. Neil Strauss emphasizes this mirroring behavior as a powerful indicator of attraction. Our bodies naturally mimic those we like. So, if you see her matching your posture or gestures, that's her way of telling you she's into what you're saying, and into you. These three signs, her eyes locking on you, that genuine smile, and the subtle body language, are your first clues that she's interested. But here's the thing. Most guys miss these because they're too busy trying to impress or overthinking every move. The key is to stay present, observe, and respond naturally. That's when the real magic happens. Another thing that's easy to overlook but is screaming attraction when it happens is how she interacts with her voice around you. Listen closely the next time you're talking. If her voice softens, gets just a little bit warmer or slower when she's with you, that's her way of drawing you in. This subtle shift is like a magnetic pull. You'll notice her tone becomes more intimate without her even realizing it. Neil Strauss points out that when someone likes you, they instinctively create a kind of verbal rhythm that invites connection. So, if her voice feels like a private conversation just between the two of you, pay attention. She's trying to connect on a deeper level. You'll also notice her focus shifts completely when she's interested. I'm not talking about just looking at you, but really tuning in. She'll remember little things you say, bring them up later, or laugh at jokes she normally wouldn't find funny. This is her way of saying, "You matter to me." Strauss highlights how when a woman is genuinely into you, her attention narrows exclusively on you, almost like you're the only person in the room. That level of focus is rare, so if you catch it, don't take it lightly. And then there's the way she physically positions herself around you. When a woman likes a man, she'll often unconsciously place herself in his personal space without crossing any boundaries. It might be sitting closer than usual, angling her body toward you, or even lightly touching your arm during conversation. These small actions aren't random. They're signals designed to build intimacy and closeness. Strauss describes this as closing the distance, a move that shows she's comfortable enough to invite more connection. If you see her naturally stepping into your space like this, it means she's opening up and wants you to notice. These signals don't come with a big neon sign flashing "I like you," but their power lies in how they weave together in subtle ways. The eyes, the voice, the focus, and the space she occupies. They're like pieces of a puzzle. And as you learn to spot them, you start reading the language of attraction that goes way beyond words. It's about feeling the energy she's sending out, even if she's not saying a single thing. Most guys miss this because they're stuck waiting for a direct confession. But the truth is, by tuning into these signs, you're stepping into a world where attraction is clear, even when it's unspoken. Now let's talk about something that might feel a little less obvious at first, but once you recognize it, you'll never forget it. It's how she reacts to your presence even when you're not directly interacting. Imagine you're in a group and she's chatting with others, but every now and then you catch her glancing over at you. Not just a quick look, but a curious, almost searching glance, like she's trying to find out what you're doing or who you're talking to. This is her subconscious way of measuring her own feelings, gauging how you fit into the environment. Neil Strauss explains this kind of silent observation as a key marker of attraction. She's mentally holding space for you even when she's busy elsewhere. It's a subtle but powerful sign she's invested in what you bring to the moment, and it's her way of keeping a connection alive without words. Then there's the way she touches herself, and I'm not talking about anything explicit. Think smaller, almost innocent gestures like brushing her hair behind her ear, playing with a necklace, or lightly tracing her collarbone. These little touches are actually huge giveaways. When a woman likes a man, she unconsciously tries to make herself more appealing in subtle ways, creating a kind of unspoken invitation. Strauss breaks down how these micro-movements tap into primal psychology. They signal that she's thinking about intimacy and connection. So, if you notice her doing these small, almost nervous gestures when she's around you, that's her body telling you she's interested, even if she's not saying a word. And here's something that might surprise you: the way she laughs around you. We all know laughter is contagious, but when a woman really likes you, her laughter takes on a different quality. It's more genuine, more spontaneous, and she laughs not just at your jokes, but sometimes at things you didn't even say. This kind of laughter is a way of building emotional closeness. Neil Strauss highlights how laughter lowers defenses and creates a sense of us, a shared experience that pulls two people closer together. So pay attention when her laughter feels like an inside joke that only the two of you share. It's not just fun, it's a secret handshake, a sign she's letting you into her world. What's fascinating about these signals is that they work together in layers. She's observing you quietly, creating little physical invitations, and sharing emotional moments through laughter, all weaving a complex tapestry of attraction that speaks louder than any words could. The beauty of this is it doesn't matter if she's shy or outgoing. These signs slip out naturally. And once you're tuned in, you'll see how her entire behavior shifts from casual to charged, from distant to inviting. Almost like she's sending you a secret message written in body language and energy. Now, let's dive into something even deeper: the way she communicates with you without speaking. There's a kind of language that exists between two people that's almost invisible, but once you catch it, it changes everything. It's the small, seemingly meaningless moments where her eyes light up just a bit more when you enter the room, or how she tilts her head slightly when listening to you, like she's tuning into a frequency only you broadcast. These are not accidents. Neil Strauss talks about this kind of unspoken dialogue as a cornerstone of attraction. It's in these quiet exchanges that the real connection begins to form, and it's a sign she's more present with you than with anyone else around. You might also notice that when she talks about herself, she drops little hints that she wants you to know her on a deeper level. She might mention something personal, a memory, or an experience that isn't just small talk, but a glimpse into who she really is. It's her way of testing the waters, seeing if you're someone who can handle her authentic self. Strauss emphasizes that vulnerability, even in tiny doses, is a magnet. When a woman lets her guard down, even slightly, she's signaling that she's interested in building trust, and trust is the foundation of any meaningful attraction. Another powerful indicator is how she reacts to your opinions and ideas. When she respects your perspective, even if she disagrees and engages with it thoughtfully, that's huge. It shows she values your mind and sees you as someone worth listening to. Neil Strauss points out that intellectual connection is often overlooked in attraction, but it's one of the strongest bonds you can build. It's not just about physical chemistry. It's about feeling like you're on the same wavelength. So, if she's challenging you, teasing you, or debating with you in a playful way, it's a sign she's mentally invested, and that kind of engagement means she wants more than just surface-level interaction. You may have noticed this yourself. When you're with someone who likes you, time seems to bend. Moments stretch out longer because you're so engaged, so wrapped up in each other's energy that you lose track of the world around you. Strauss explains this phenomenon as temporal distortion in attraction. It's that feeling where an hour feels like 10 minutes because you're so connected. If she's the one who keeps the conversation going, who laughs and leans in as if the night could never end, That's a strong signal she's into you on a deeper level. She's not just passing time with you. She's creating a memory, an experience that she wants to hold on to. And finally, notice how she reacts when you leave or pull away, even momentarily. Some women will mask their feelings, but many can't hide a flicker of disappointment or a quick glance, searching for you the moment you're out of sight. Strauss mentions that the subtle signs of missing someone, like the way her body language tightens or her eyes dart toward where you were standing, reveal true interest. This is where the emotional investment shows itself. She's already started imagining what it would feel like to be with you, and when you step away, even for a second, it creates a void she subconsciously wants to fill. These signs go far beyond just physical attraction. They reveal a growing emotional and mental connection. It's in the way she shows up for you without saying a word, how she invites you into her inner world, and the way she mentally checks in even when you're not around. When you start noticing these layers, you'll realize that attraction isn't about grand gestures. It's about the small, consistent moments that build a powerful, undeniable bond. Now, there's one last piece of the puzzle that often goes unnoticed, but can make all the difference. It's the way she prioritizes her time around you. Think about it. In a world filled with distractions, where everyone's attention is pulled in 100 directions, the woman who truly likes you will make space for you. She'll rearrange her plans, respond quickly to your messages, or find ways to be where you are, even if it's just for a moment. Neil Strauss talks about this kind of prioritization as the ultimate indicator of interest. Actions always speak louder than words. When she chooses to invest her time with you, she's sending a clear message: you're worth it. Beyond that, she'll often show subtle acts of care that reveal her feelings. Maybe she remembers the little things you mentioned in passing, the way you take your coffee, your favorite song, or something you've been struggling with. These small details become her way of saying, "I'm paying attention because I care." Strauss highlights that this attentiveness is more than just politeness. It's emotional investment. The woman who likes you is mentally weaving you into her life's fabric, even if she's not saying it outright. And finally, watch how she reacts when you're vulnerable. When you open up, share a fear, a dream, or a weakness, does she listen intently, with empathy? Does she hold space for your truth without judgment? This kind of response is rare and precious. Neil Strauss points out that true attraction isn't just physical or intellectual, it's emotional resonance. When she connects with your vulnerability, it means she's not just interested in the surface level, but wants to know the real you, the man beneath the armor. That's when attraction turns into something deeper, something worth pursuing. All these signs, how she looks at you, the way she laughs, the subtle touches, her attention to detail, and the care she shows, are pieces of a larger truth. Attraction is a dance, a silent conversation that happens in moments both big and small. It's not always about words. Often it's about energy, presence, and the little things she does without realizing. Now, here's where you come in. If you found yourself nodding along, recognizing these signs, or even spotting them in your own experiences, don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with your friends who need to hear it. Drop a comment below telling me which sign caught your attention the most, or maybe share a story about a time you noticed these signals but weren't sure what they meant. Your interaction helps this knowledge reach more people who are looking for answers just like you. And if you want more insights, real strategies, and honest talk about attraction that cuts through the noise, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out. This channel is all about empowering you to understand the unspoken rules of connection and to step confidently into the relationships you deserve. Remember, attraction isn't a mystery once you learn to see it. It's there, woven into every glance, every smile, every moment of attention. Your job is simple: watch, listen, and trust the signals. When you do, you won't just know if she likes you, you'll know exactly how to respond.